What's up, adventurers? Today we are at TJ Maxx. There it is. And we're going to go see what kind of Halloween stuff they've got. Let's go adventuring. What is up, adventurers? Adventuring with Chris here, and today we are at TJ Maxx. We're going to go inside. We're already inside. We're going to go check out and see what they got. I already found one thing I'm getting. Let's go adventuring. So I heard they had Halloween decorations out at TJ Maxx, and I was like, okay, we're coming in. So let's get started. So right off the bat, you can see they've got a lot of really cool stuff. We've got dog ghost pumpkins here. We've got cats dressed up as witches. We got witches' hats, all sorts of ghosts and things like that. And the thing with Halloween this time of year, Summerween, I should say, you usually see the hardcore Halloween people in, TJ Maxx, Ross, and places like that. And I ran into a girl who was getting a Gorgon Medusa head, and I pointed out to her this one. And then they have another one on the other side. I'll show you in a minute. But lots of great stuff. TJ Maxx is definitely bringing the game this year. I like the guy there with his head off. I was like very Headless Horseman vibes with him. And this witch that's just serving. I've seen her someplace else. I really like this moon and the ghost and then more of the Gorgons here and haunted houses and things like that. Some people it's a whole vibe year round. And for some of the stuff I have on my desk at work, I certainly fall into that category of keeping up the decorations year round. I've got a Edgar Allan Poe on my desk, and I totally embrace this year round. So this is the piece de resistance, the frog, the stupid wizard frog. We've been looking for him for like 2 years, and we finally hit pay dirt this year. We found him. So we did end up buying him, as you saw at the beginning of the video. And here's more of the really stylish serving witch. And they've got lots of great ghost stuff this year. Dias de los Muertos. They've got Day of the Dead. Here's another dopey looking toad frog, and he's sitting on a little pumpkin that lights up as well. Here's some more pumpkin, like salt and pepper shakers, or just figurines. And but yes, that frog, he is the moment. And I came over to the other side, more very stylish witches and sort of ghosts and moss, almost like a dark academia overgrowth kind of vibe happening this year at TJ Maxx. Lots of great stuff. And I did like the Summerween Frankenstein's monster head, where he's like pastel colors. The bolts on his neck are like a pastel pink. So Summerween, I've learned, means you take like brighter colors and you bring them in, and you call that Summerween, bringing in the summer with brighter colors. And of course, it wouldn't be Halloween without some Grim Reapers. There's more of the head. Here's a really neat little haunted house with an eyeball at the top. I thought looked kind of neat. And we're moving along here. More Day of the Dead, more pumpkins with heads on them and things like that. Excuse me, hats on them. More frogs with pirate hats. And here's a little Regency carriage with it lights up with ghosts inside of it. All kinds of other neat stuff. A dragon skull there. Definitely bringing the noise this year at TJ Maxx. Oh my gosh, I'm just looking at it now as I'm doing the voiceover. It's so much cool stuff. I'm going to go back and like these, you shake those up and you really get a cool effect on those crystal balls. Lots of other stuff here, and yeah. Oh, I like the cloche. Yeah, the Dark Hero Academia, and the cat also lights up. So yeah, great stuff. So we continue on here, and more pumpkins. And I like to have the variation of like Halloween pumpkin and fall pumpkin. And I had to come back to the Gorgon because I think she's just so neat. And just coming back by here to make sure I didn't miss anything. There's a larger version of that smaller dog I showed earlier with the light up pumpkin, and more of the ghost sitting on the moon, which I really like. There's something very early 1900s Halloween about that. And these were really neat. I think people are sleeping on those. The Bride of Frankenstein in like bright colors. around on this side and got some more on the top shelf. And there she is again with some of the other witches. And we got Sesame Street there, Oscar the Grouch, and some other really neat sort of light up spider there, knickknacks and what have you. Now the thing is, you have to come back here. You can't just sort of do one and done. Sort of like Home Goods, they're all owned by the same place, Ross, TJ Maxx, Home Goods. You have to go back throughout the year because they will constantly change this stuff out. People will buy it and then they'll replace it with more stuff. And they had 4 of the frogs. I couldn't believe it. I just could not believe it. And then we continue. I just had to keep having fun with that guy. He's ridiculous. Here's some witch hats, different shapes and sizes and colors, and a little wooden cutout. And there's pillows, of course. You have to go to every section in Ross, TJ Maxx, Home Goods, because there's Halloween stuff in every section. Bedding, pillows, bathroom. There's a little bit of everything everywhere. So
AI.
Unfortunately, some of this stuff is AI, meaning, you can really tell, like, that is definitely AI. It's cute, but it's AI. Opposed to, someone's original stitching. But no, that's not. I really like that. But yeah, really neat stuff. I liked him, but again, AI. Pillows are killing it this year. I liked this one with like the sport ghosts in different sporting attire. And 3 different colored pumpkins here. We've got a white, orange, and black.
Yeah.
And then the blanket section also
Like
had lots of really neat Halloween things
gone now.
with bats and sort of a simple black and white theme I really liked. Ooh, I like that one a lot now that I'm looking at it as I'm sitting here doing the voiceover. Again, you kind of look at things at a second time. You're going to go back and get that. A neat blanket there. And here's a beach towel I thought were kind of like the colors of Halloween. And then I went to the other section near like the mugs and found even more stuff. This neat frog, and there's the Medusa. So that's the one that the girl was getting that I spoke to, and yeah, I kind of like that. I might have to go back and get that for my classroom for my Greek mythology units, because I do cover Perseus and the Gorgon, so maybe. And here's like a neat, like, don't mind the wooden duck, but a king cobra here around a snow globe. Some spooky, like, mummy cats and dogs, and some more Day of the Dead stuff. And then I went over to the mirror section and found these like really cool skeleton mirrors. And I'll show you the one this one was probably, there's one with like snakes on it. This one, here it is. This was probably my favorite. And it's got the moss and sort of like the the Dark Academia vibes. And there's a neat little tarot card like sketch or stitch. And here's some clips while I was checking out. I saw hair clips and just every section you kind of have to look through. Here's dish towels in the checkout line as well. You have to check every section because every section is just Halloweened out. So here I brought you guys home with me on this last bit here, and here is our new friend, the Stupid Wizard. I really like him a lot. And again, we've been looking for this guy for like 2 years, and he's got like wire in his staff, so it looks like, he could bend his wire. He was trying to do a spell and he screwed up, and he is ridiculous. It's that Moonlight Manor brand, if you see him, and he popped off last year and I could not find him again, and luckily this year. Now he's got the beads in his butt, so he's kind of like one of those they sell shelf sitter guys, and he's got little stars in his hat. It's also ridiculous. It's got wire armature in it as well. But yeah, this guy definitely is ridiculous. And he's got stars on his cape. You just kind of let him sit. Ridiculous. Oh, he makes me laugh. And that's something I need a lot more nowadays. He makes me laugh. Oh my goodness. You guys, if you find something that makes you giggle like this guy, I don't know what to name him. He looks like a Frederick the Frog. Look at his side profile. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's so great. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed that video here at TJ Maxx. We did come out with the frog, with the ridiculous wizard frog. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, check out my lives, and I'll see you guys in the next Adventuring with Chris.